That's what this is. Because my heart has been broken enough.
So for us, plural marriage doesn't work.
For us, marriage doesn't work.
Cody got a tad fanciful in the premiere of season 17 of Sister Wives. He posed this really bizarre what if scenario that left the viewers and Christine scratching their heads going, what? Cody warns Christine that any future lover of hers may be a user that's just after their family and Cody's money. For Christine's entire life, she was raised in fear. Fear the outside world. The outside world is going to come in and try to break up your family. Honestly, in my opinion, this is just a pathetic attempt by Cody to keep Christine living in that state of fear of outsiders. And if she is still living in fear of the unknown, fear of the outside, then she will be more comfortable to stay dependent on Cody and whatever scraps of attention he is willing to give her. Let's talk about this. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. I think my word to describe season 17 of Sister Wives so far is bonkers. There were a lot of bonkers moments during this first episode, but what left me kind of mouth agape, scratching my head, just kind of watching in disbelief as to what was coming out of Cody's mouth. And we've heard a lot of BS come out of his mouth, but he brings up this hypothetical boogeyman that would come into Christine's life and bamboozle her.
This is what I'm afraid of. You take Truly and you go to Utah, the most polygamy unfriendly state in the union. You get a boyfriend who wants some of our money. And between you, your boyfriend, and the state of Utah, I lose any access to Truly and all my money. I've seen it happen to many, many people.
So that's your biggest fear?
Utah, a greedy boyfriend, a user, a greedy new husband, a user, okay?
Luckily, Christine recognizes the absolute absurdity of this hypothetical scenario that Cody brings up. Honestly, I felt like she was about 10 seconds from just straight up laughing in his face. But what Cody attempted to do was seriously dark for a couple reasons. Well, first off, Christine, in my opinion, was the most indoctrinated of any of the wives. Her polygamy bloodline on both sides of her family goes all the way back. It goes all the way to the top. And Christine had a pretty unstable childhood. When her mom left, she cut off contact with her mom because that's what you were supposed to do when someone left your religion and left your group. She also witnessed her grandfather be arrested. She lived in constant fear of more of her family members getting arrested. And when she married Cody and started having kids, she worried that that would be the reality of the family that she created. She really had a great mistrust of the outside world, and she talks about this a lot in the early seasons and throughout the series of Sister Wives. Posing to her that men in the outside world should be feared is perpetuating this lifelong mental manipulation of Christine, and it's really messed up. And not only does Cody severely underestimate Christine's intelligence, but he also sets up this scenario where a man would only be interested in her if they had ulterior motives. They are, of course, after Cody's money. Cody could not fathom that someone would genuinely be interested in Christine as a life partner and someone would actually value her company. No, anyone that finds interest in Christine is after something. They want something out of the family. And again, this just reinforces and sends that message that she is lucky that Cody gave her any amount of affection. And honestly, just from listening to this conversation, I kind of get the feeling that Cody had a pretty similar conversation with Mary. And this is probably one of the ways Cody has gotten Mary Kody to just accept her lot in life. Mary got burned big time by the catfish, and that totally just gave Kody a huge weapon in his arsenal of fear-mongering. But let's face it, Kody's sense of gravitas is only as real as what the wives and kids feed into it. When your wives and kids start to blow you off because they think that you aren't shit anymore, well, congratulations, you played yourself. And a big congratulations to Robyn because now she has the prize that nobody wants. Something else that I took note of in this first episode was that for the last couple of years, Kody has been on a campaign of dejection when it comes to polygamy. He has made lots of comments alluding to the fact that he may not believe in polygamy anymore. He has called the family an obstacle to his own goals. He has said that he doesn't want to advocate for polygamy anymore, and he has said that he acknowledges the inherent unfairness. But in this first episode, he makes this really interesting comment.
You have convinced me about our past, and I am tired of saying plural marriage sucks because I have people I know who live it well, and are happy. This is the poison that you've been putting in plural marriage for 12 years.
What did I do?
So it seems like this is just another blame game for Kody. He seems to be blaming his insubordinate wives for ruining the fun of polygamy for him. And that led me to think, if Kody is no longer soured against polygamy and instead he's thinking that he just got like a bad batch of wives, would he consider starting over? Wouldn't that be interesting? You know, Robyn did make that comment to Mary that they had to rebuild. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.